they had.
Don't leave. I'm gonna get this answer for you. I'm gonna let y'all bounce. But watch this. What you got?
Previously in the past, they had other gods. Previously in the past,
they had other gods.
Yeah.
So the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right, that you read about in the Bible, is he the God of all nations?
That's a hard question.
Huh?
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question? It ain't. It's either a yes or a no. He's the God of all nations or he's not.
Right.
They say no. They answered it quick. What's going on?
Well, in the previous past, they had other gods.
So watch this. Psalm chapter 96, verse 5. I'm going to show you the things that we called gods. I'm going to show you what God called those. Watch this. Psalms 96, verse 5. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations.
So all the gods of the nations, right? Buddha, the Kaaba stone, Christianity, right? All these different denominations, right? Hinduism, right? All these different denominations. God said what? Read it again.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
God said them ain't nothing but wood and stones. They're idols. They're not real. No life in them at all. Read.
But the Lord made the heavens.
But the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he created the heavens. So the God that created the heavens, is he the God of all nations?
Once again, that's hard to question.
Well, let's give you the answer. John chapter 2, verse 27. That's the good thing about that's the beauty of the Bible. It answers everything that we think is hard. Read this.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
So y'all the Israelites, God said he's in the midst of y'all. Read.
And that I am the Lord your God.
He said he's the God of the Israelites, right? Read.
And none else.
You know that's in the Bible. God said he the God of the Israelites and none else. You knew that? Now my question is, in 2024, who are the Israelites?
You and I.
You and I? So what tribe you come from, brother? You absolutely right. You spot on. You know the Israelites. We God's chosen people. What tribe you come from? That's right there. Let me help you out real quick. Watch it. So like I was explaining to my little brothers, right? The so-called American blacks, that's Judah. The so-called Jamaicans, that's Benjamin. The so-called Haitians, right? That's Levi. And then so on and so forth are the Hispanics and Native Americans. Which one you come from? You're a Dagon. What's a Dagon? What's a Dagon? It's a God? You are a God. Watch this, Psalms 82 and 5. You a God. That's true. But watch what happens to the gods of today. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5.
Listen good, bro. What's your name again? Josh, my name's Rafah. Listen good.
I have said, ye are gods.
So you are absolutely right. The Bible says we are the gods of the earth. We're the powers of the earth. Read.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
We're all the Israelites out here. Read.
But ye shall die like men.
Why we dying?
But ye shall die like men.
God said that the gods of the earth, they're going to die like men. Why? Why are we dying like men? Why if we eat the wrong food, we get high blood pressure and gout and so on and so forth? Why if we roll down the wrong street, we might catch a stray bullet? Why if the Lord want to visit the earth, he can open it up and we get taken out by a sinkhole? Why if the earth want to rock the earth, San Francisco could get rocked by a 7.0? Why do we die like men? You don't know? How you doing, sis? You don't know? So what? I'm gonna drop it like this. Ain't no such thing as a stupid answer. Ain't no such thing. So don't think what you're saying that's too far-fetched. Because guess what? If it does miss the mark, my job is to show you what it's talking about. How you doing, sis? What's her name? God got me? How you doing? Big bro, you get that flower? Watch this, watch this. Read it again.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Read.
But you shall die like men.
Romans 6 and 23. I'm going to show you why we die like men. We are the gods of the earth, but the gods are getting put to death wholesale, and it's the reason behind it. Watch this, Romans 6:23.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin,
What?
for the wages of sin is death.
God said the payment for breaking his laws is death.
Right.
All we do is break God's laws. Committing adultery, that's all you see up in here. Eating foul food, that's all you see up in here. Smoking weed, destroying our temples, that's all you see up in here. And that's why it says the wages of sin is what?
Is death.
That's why the gods of the earth are dying. Because we're not living like gods of the earth. We living like the other nations. We living like niggas. How is a god of the earth supposed to live? What are the things a god of the earth supposed to eat and not eat, you know? Sis, how you doing, sis? I got a question for you. That's an all that shirt? Oh, you bringing it back, sis. Oh, you bringing it back. I got a question for you, right? My brother, he said a profound statement, right? He says that the blacks, Hispanics, we're the gods of the earth. You agree with that? You learning? Why do you think the gods of the earth are dying? Why do you think the gods of the earth are dying? Because if the black man's the god of the earth, who's the number one statistic when it comes to death? Why are we dying? You said what? Read it again. Questions. I'm gonna give you the answer. That's part of it. Listen to this.
Sorry. For the wages of sin is death.
So wages, right? You work. So if you put in 40 hours, you expecting a payment, right? So read this again.
For the wages of sin
God said his payment for breaking his laws is what? Read.
is death.
You know when we break God's laws, he kills us. Straight up. So I got a question for you. If you know that, that's the aftermath. Wouldn't you want to know some of God's laws so you don't break them no more? First, I'm gonna give you something, right? We was examining this whole festivities, right? What kind of food are they selling our people? 5 minutes? Got you. What kind of food are they selling our people? Is it healthy? Is it healthy food? I'm gonna show you. It's a lot of pork going on, a lot of shrimp, crab, lobster, and we eating it because it tastes good, but we don't even understand a payment that's gonna come with that is death. That's why you got Big Mama, she got high blood pressure. You got Big Daddy that had gout, they had to chop his foot off. All that stemmed from us breaking God's laws. God loved us so much that out of all the animals of the earth, he showed us which ones nourish our bodies and which ones to stay away from. But because we love sin, we disregard all that. So let's just read this real quick. Leviticus 11 and 7. Read it.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Watch this, sis. I'm about to let you bounce. Watch this.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof.
Sis with the all that shirt on. This your people right here? Yeah. Y'all come on up. Watch it. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Watch this. So, swine, right? You know what that is? Pork, right? That's pork, right? Watch this. Read this again.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he chew him not the cud.
Talking about his digestive system and how it works, right? Read.
He is unclean to you.
You know, swine is unclean to us. That's good. But a lot of our people don't know about that. Josh, did you know that swine was unclean to us? My sisters right here. Sisters right here. Did y'all know that swine is unclean to us? We was never supposed to eat that. You knew that? A lot of our people don't know that. That's why when you look at the hospitals, our people's in there. Because we didn't know that we supposed to not eat pork.
Right.
Read.
Of their flesh ye shall not eat.
Now y'all know about swine. What about shrimp, crab, and lobster? You know about that too? You know we ain't supposed to eat any of those things?
Bring it out.
It's the roaches and sea. But do you think a lot of our people still eat them, even though they know that? They'll say, I don't give a damn about that. It tastes good to me. Just put some butter and some garlic on it, and we're going to make it happen, right? And then next thing you know, 12 years later, they're done for. Can't breathe. Heart ain't pumping right because God, they ain't listening to God. So watch this. Jump down to verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So whatever got fins and scales, God said, listen, it's good for you. That's where you get your omega-3s from and everything, the stuff that you need to nourish your body and spirit, right? Those things that got fins and scales, you're good. But everything outside of that, don't do that because that's going to kill you. Watch this. Read on.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas.
So shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, so on and so forth, it don't have those things, right? Read.
And in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, and of the living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So God said that those other things, they're abomination to eat. So if we eating abominations, you think we're going to live long? Absolutely, because guess what? We're eating an abominable diet. So that's easy, right? You can change that, right? I'm going to drop something on you that might strike a nerve. Now, we brought out in the scriptures, right? The scriptures say that we're gods, right? That's what God classifies us as. Hold on, sis, let me leave her with this before she bounces. God classifies us as gods, right? Now, do gods dress like how the common people dress? How should you be dressing, sis? Modesty? What is modesty? Because you see a lot of immodesty out here. A lot of seductive spirits and so on and so forth. How should we be dressing? I'm gonna read that, Deuteronomy 22:5, and I'm gonna leave you with this so you can meditate on God's laws to want to seek Him more. All right, read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
What's your name again, sis? Keep that fire. Don't lose that. It's a lot of confusion here. Don't lose that. All right, read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So you heard that before. A woman ain't supposed to wear what belongs to a man. Do I need to explain that to you?
No, that means no pants.
No pants. How long you been doing this? A while? After this, I'm going to give you one more scripture, all right? Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So you don't eat the shrimp, crab, lobster, and so on and so forth because you know that's abominable. You eat that, that makes you abominable. But you didn't know that the pants make you abominable too?
No, honestly, I didn't really know what the reason was.
The reason is because that ain't how God designed it for you. Y'all got something different than us. What we have, it don't require a lot of air. What y'all got requires a lot of air. Why you think a woman ain't, I'm gonna drop something heavy on you, right? And it is what it is. You take it however you want, but it's supposed to benefit you. You know a woman ain't supposed to have a smell. She ain't supposed to have a smell at all.
That varies.
Nah.
I'm not talking about a stank smell. I'm talking about everybody got their own smell.
Sis, a woman ain't supposed to have a smell. But when we break God's laws, watch this. Well, I'm going to show you why you think we got our own smell. Watch this. 2 scriptures I'm going to let my sister go. Give me that in Isaiah. Now, that's an easy dress code. Pants, believe it or not, that's something new. But watch this, watch this. When we started, don't worry, they're your friends. They're going to be there. They're your friends. They're your sisters. They're even better. So watch this, read this. Isaiah 3:16, I think that's it. Watch this, watch the effects of us breaking God's laws. 3:24, instead of sweet smell. Yep, 24, give me that.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 24. And it shall come to pass.
Talking about what's going to happen when we broke God's laws, right? Read.
Instead of a sweet smell.
Because the scent's supposed to be sweet, pleasant. It's supposed to arouse your man, you know? Watch this, read.
There shall be stink.
There shall be what?
There shall be stink.
God don't play. It's an effect to everything we do. We think it's nothing or we think it's normal. That's why some sisters say sisters got normal smell. But God said, nah, that smell comes from judgment. Straight up. Now, I'm not saying you, but what I am saying is keep God's laws and see the difference. That's what I'm saying, all right? Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. Keep God's laws and see the difference. You said what? That was Isaiah chapter 3, verse 24. Give me Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. How long you been knowing? Knowing that you're Israel. You know you're an Israelite?
I didn't learn that at the time.
Come get with us, sis. It's time for you to elevate.
I was real one day and stuff. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out.
Just call it. So you keep studying, call it. Trust me, ain't nothing out there. Trust me, I promise you. Ain't nothing out there. Ain't nobody teaching God's laws. Ain't nobody teaching our people destruction. You know, not to just deviate from what we're talking about. But for instance, you know where Florida is, right? They got Russian warships posted up outside of Florida. You know the Bible prophesies that this place is supposed to be destroyed with nuclear fire? So the nuclear fire is right at the door. Ain't nobody teaching us how to prepare for that except the Israelites. So sis, the searching is over. This is what it is. Straight up. All you got to do is humble yourself and learn. Sirach chapter 5, verse 7, and let's get to Alabaster.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
You know what that means? Tarry means put off from day to day. Take your time. Procrastinate. It's the truth. This the truth. I just put it like that. Read.
And put not off from day to day.
Don't put off like you got time. We don't got time. Grace is a time period for us to get right, but grace is temporary. Read.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. And in thy security, our people think they secure, getting drunk and getting high. Read. Thou shalt be destroyed.
They got warships at America's doorstep. It says in thy security, you'll get destroyed if we're not keeping the command.
That's right.
So sis, don't play no games. Ain't nothing out there. Trust me. Read that flyer. Do yourself read it for yourself and get with us, all right?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.